welcome to Intermissions, your backstage pass to On the Air with Florenza. You'll experience bloopers, outtakes, surprises, and all the laughter in between. Intermissions is unscripted, unfiltered, and undeniably Florenza. So put your hands together to welcome today's guest to the show. I'm so excited. Now, if you've had an opportunity to view some of my previous shows, you have heard about my little segment that I call intermissions. And it's a time for us to have fun, usually because, my friend, I've had a lot of these.
Good.
So,
Good. I'm going to get a contact drunk from you, okay?
good stuff. Yes, my trash can does jingle.
Excellent.
It does. At least I recycle. All
There you go.
right. Yes. So I have 5 questions that I hope we'll get through for the segment called Intermissions. Now, these are basically icebreaker type questions. I've not pre-read them. I generate them long before the show. And sometimes I get around to it, a preview, but this time I did it. So I'm just as excited as you are to
Fun.
hear what they are. Are you ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. If bad girl pie were served as an actual dessert at a dinner party, what 3 ingredients would best capture its essence?
Okay. All kinds of melted Halloween candy,
Oh, I love it.
bourbon,
Excuse my
and whipped cream.
language.
And whipped cream.
Ooh, now that sounds like it should go from bad to naughty.
There's a reason why it has the name.
Yes, you describe yourself as a method writer. Even wearing your subject's shoes, what's the most surprising insight you've gained this way?
Well, I don't personally do this. It's my main character who does this. But the story is, I've been a writing coach for 25 years, and I was working with a very famous actress who could not, she was trying to write a one-woman show, and she just couldn't nail it. And I finally said to her, "What do you do when you are rehearsing for a part?" And she said, "I'm a method actress. I get the shoes." So the day we went shopping for shoes. One of the best experiences of my life. We went to Bergdorf Goodman, but she spent, $5,000 on shoes because she couldn't decide. We got back, we figured out which one she should wear. By the way, it was a pair of sneakers in her back closet. And she wore those, and each time she would, it was one woman show, so she would change characters. And each time she did, we had the shoes lined up, and she had to call me and say, "Okay, I'm wearing the shoes." And I'm like, "Okay, I'm going to time you." I mean, I've had, it was just this, she was famous, so it was all that nonsense. And she got it done.
Nice. I
She
love
got it
that.
done. So what was exciting about it was, again, the idea that she thought she had to be a movie star and with all these, fancy name shoes with high heels. The one who she was a little tomboy with a ponytail wearing a pair of Keds and, little lace anklets. It was that was a big surprise.
Love that. That is so cool. And I am a shoe gal, so I fully get that. Shoes and glasses.
Uh-huh.
Um, which I love your glasses, by the
Thank
way.
you. Thank you. Thank you.
Very nice, very
Thank
up
you.
my alley.
Thank you.
Now, the tango weaves through the novel, both literally and metaphorically.
Yes.
If tango could talk, what would it say about life?
It would say that I am the ultimate metaphor for life. And it would also say that learning how to do the tango is worth everything because that's what true love is. Is that
Mm,
dance where you're not leading or following, you're in a partnership.
yeah. I learned how to do the tango. I was a debutante, and it was one of the dances that we learned at that time. I couldn't do it now if I needed to, but I remember the experience of the tango. And you're right, it's just this beautiful partnership. Now, are you a tango dancer?
Yes.
Nice. You look like you should be. You've got that nice, long, lean
Oh, well,
presence.
thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yes. It's definitely my avocation.
Wonderful. When you were writing this book, What was the strangest or most unexpected place inspiration struck you?
What a great question. That question is a book in itself. You should, that's a book. Send it to 20 writers. You'll have an amazing thing. I think what was surprising and interesting was the way that I got my ending.
Mm,
Because I write, I teach people to write either I have a writing system. You can look it up online. It's a structured way of writing screenplays and books. It's very, very useful. But I write a combat. I write bareback,
okay. Yeah.
And so what surprised me was the irony. The ending is very ironic because she ends up, without giving it away, she plagiarizes her own book, which has been stolen from her previously. And I thought, that's got to be the creator. I'm not that good.
I love it. I love it. Now, where were you when that inspiration struck? Were you physically in
I
your
was dancing
office?
tango.
You were
No, I was dancing the tango. I was actually in someone's arms doing some performance type of move, a kick or a rap or something. And I went, oh.
That's it.
And as soon as the Tondo You Dance was over, I left. And you and I both enjoy a good cocktail. There's a blues bar right around the corner from where it was. I went there, I ordered a glass of very good Cabernet, and I dictated into my phone for about 2 hours. And I was like, thank you, thank you,
Yes.
thank you.
Yes, I love that.
It
I
was a
love it.
fantastic experience.
Love it.
Like the one you just had before we got on.
Yes, I did. I really did. Most of my really good jaw-dropping inspiration comes in the shower. It is just something about being in that space with water and only my thoughts. Oh, so good, so good. And our last one for this segment. If you could invite one of your characters out for coffee in New York City, who would it be and what would you order?
Aha, nice. That's a great question. I think I would I mean of all my books or just this one?
It can be all.
Oh, that's really a tough one. I guess I would probably say in the book she meets someone who has her name, or she sort of meets her doppelganger who runs a local pet store whose name is also Dorothy, and it's a pivotal moment in the story. So I think I probably want to have coffee with her because she's the character I didn't get to know as well as the others.
Yeah.
And I would order, depending on how fat or thin I felt, I would either order a skim latte or a double espresso.
Ooh, hopefully it's a double espresso.
And this wraps up our episode of Intermissions, your backstage pass to On the Air with Florenza. Be sure to check out the full interview for this author as well as others on Florenza's podcast, On the Air with Florenza. And until next time, cheers.